So how do you fix low testosterone? Let's go through my favorite ways. Number one, creams and gels. These aren't my favorite way. Yes, they're convenient, but part of that is a trade-off between convenience and precision. They try and make it standardized, but that gel inside is not as homogeneous as you'd hope, and so you may get a different concentration per each little pump. On top of that, that's assuming that you absorb it equally the same every time. You may have lotion, you may have not showered that morning. It rubs off on your clothes, your partner, your kids, God forbid. There's a House episode about that. So I generally steer away from these. The most common way is going to be injections. And usually it's an injection of a formula called testosterone cypionate. The cypionate is there to make sure that your body doesn't metabolize it too fast. This makes some doctors mistakenly prescribe it for a once-a-week injection. It still doesn't give you very steady levels, and you'll have a big spike and a big drop. Instead, when I'm using these, I like to do it at least twice weekly, usually 3, maybe 4 for the right candidate. This gives you smaller peaks after each injection, and a lot of the side effects come from the height of that peak, but it also prevents big drops in between those peaks. Another favorite of mine these days is troches or lozenges. The beauty of this one is that you can get a daily pulse of testosterone either in the cheek, under the tongue, you absorb it, and you do get a higher peak in this case, but because you're doing it daily, that high peak and the fast drop isn't that big of a deal because you're going to have another peak pretty soon. So typically I'll have folks break into 2 pieces and do 1 piece in the morning, 1 in the afternoon before the gym or before intimacy, and so you kind of get this on-demand testosterone boost. It's kind of nice. If you want to raise your testosterone but minimize any risk of infertility, a few ways of doing this one. You got your clomiphene and clomiphene side of things. Those block estrogen receptors in the brain to then tell the brain to make more of the hormone that tells your body to make testosterone. We also occasionally use a hormone called HCG. So by using HCG, you're increasing the activity of luteinizing hormone effectively, which then tells the testes to make more testosterone. In summary, there are other forms of testosterone therapy out there, but there's no one-size-fits-all. Everyone gets the same kind of plan, and that's where other providers go wrong sometimes.